Surely you've heard of a 5-step plan before. You've probably also heard of a 12-step plan to deal with alcoholism or other drug-related treatments. But have you ever heard of a 39-step plan? No? Well, neither have I, because that sounds absolutely dreadful. Who would want to take that many steps just to try and deal with just about anything? So don't take the 39-step plan, take this shortcut. But wait, how does that pertain to this game? You'll find out shortly. Actually, it'll take quite a while, but you'll find out. Hiya folks, Fruit and Doggy here, jumping back into 39 steps. When we last left off, it seemed like our guy was gonna die of malaria. Okay, that's where the dry fly fisherman came from. I was like, what the heck is that? What? Pertinence? Turnbull's cottage. I hope we don't get stuck here a long time recovering. When my skin was cool again, I found that the bout had more or less cured my shoulder. The bout? The what? What about your whole left arm? But it was a baddish go, and though I was out of bed in 5 days, it took me some time to get my legs again. Yeah, once you lose your legs, it's really difficult to regain them. Turnbull went out each morning, leaving me milk for the day and locking the door behind him, and came in the evening to sit silent in the chimney corner. We didn't talk much. Not a soul came near the place, and he never bothered me with a question. He never even sought my name. Papers? Let's see that text. The Scotsman! Oh. What, that's it? That entire front page. The Scotsman. Alright, what's on this one? Letter in reply to birthday congratulations, Buckingham Palace. I have received many thousand letters from children who have sent me good wishes for my birthday. Their greetings have given me great pleasure, and I thank them from my heart. I trust as their own birthdays come round, they may be blessed with as much happiness as they wish for me today. George R.I. No further trace of Aviator. A report circulated yesterday that Mr. Gustav Heimel, the missing airman, had been rescued at sea and landed at South Shields is unfortunately not correct. Yeah, he's dead. Straight up dead. Let's see, fireplace? Chair? One day he produced my belt from a lock-fast drawer. Alright then.
Here's your belt. There's a terrible heap of silver in it. You better count it to see it's out there.
Thank you, but I'm sure there's no need. By the way, could you tell me, has anyone been inquiring after me?
No, there was a man in a motor car. He speared what I'd taken my place that day, and I let on I thought him daft. But he keep it on at me, and saying I said he wouldn't be thinking of my good brother for the cliff that was leaning a horn. He was a worse looking soul, and I couldn't understand the half of his English tongue.
Alrighty then. I don't know what the relevance of that was almost, but okay. I was getting restless those last days, and as soon as I felt myself fit, I decided to be off. Well, I hope you're going to give Turnbull a good tip of change there, huh? As luck would have it, a drover went past that morning taking some cattle to Moffat. He was a man named Hislop. Hislop? Hislop? A friend of Turnbull's, and he came into his breakfast with us and offered to take me with him. I made Turnbull accept £5 for my lodging, and a hard job I had of it. There never was a more independent being. When I told Turnbull how much I owed him, he grunted something about one good turn deserving another. Hey now, that's what I said. Cut from the same cloth, huh? You would have thought from our leave taking that we had parted in disgust. Hey, full recovery. Even though it mentioned nothing about regaining the use of my left arm. I'm assuming that came with a shoulder. Driving cattle is a mortally slow job, and we took the better part of the day to cover a dozen miles. You're really going to complain about that considering how long it took you bumbling around lost to cover 10 miles? I really don't think you should have anything to complain about at this point. I had no mind for the summer, and a little for Hislop's conversation, for as the fateful 15th of June drew near, I was overweighed with the hopeless difficulties of my enterprise. If I had not had such an anxious heart, I would have enjoyed that time. Yeah, ignoring my friend as he talked. What great time. Hislop was a cheery soul who chatted all the way over the pass and down the sunny valley, down the sunny vale of Annan. I talked of Galloway markets and cheap prices, and Hislop made up his mind I was a pack shepherd from those parts. Whatever that may be. At Moffat, I got some dinner in a humble public house, then walked the 2 miles to the junction on the main line. The night express for the south was not due till near midnight, however. So to fill up the time, I went up on the hillside and fell asleep, for the walk had tired me. How are you going to wake up in time for midnight, then? I all but slept too long, and had to run to the station and catch the train with 2 minutes to spare. Yeah, kind of proved my point, huh? Midnight train. Midnight train. What? No. To-do! I feel a little bit cheated. And if you're going to do the sound effects, really layer it up, you know? No? Oh. Really taking the fun out of it. Hey, the sound of sizzling bacon! Actually, that did kind of make me hungry. I wish I hadn't just said that. About 6 o'clock in the evening, a weary and travel-stained being with a checked black and white plaid over his arm descended at the little station of Ardenswell. Man, it looks pretty bright for 6 in the evening. There were several people on the platform, and I thought I had better wait to ask my way till I was clear of the place. Like, I don't even know where I am, let alone how to go where I want to be. Hey, onwards! Still don't know where I'm going, but onwards! I came to a bridge and fell to whistling. I mean, he's awful carefree, right? I'm so anxious. I'm just gonna have a whistle. A fisherman had come up from the waterside. He leaned his delicate 10-foot split cane rod against the bridge and looked with me at the water. Boy, that's water, isn't it? It's going underneath the bridge.
Yeah, isn't it? I'd back our Kennet any day against the test.
The test.
Look at that big fellow. 4 pounds if it's an ounce. But the evening rise is over and it can't tempt him.
I don't see him.
Look, there. A yard from the reeds, just above that stickle.
Ah, I've got him now. You might swear he was a black stone.
So.
So, whistle.
Twisden's the name, isn't it?
No. I mean to say, yes.
I had forgotten all about my alias.
It's a wise conspirator that knows his own name.
I stood up and looked at him, at the square cleft jaw and broad lined brow, and the firm folds of cheek, and began to think that here at last was an ally worth having. At last, I finally found an ally who can be of value to me. Not like the guy who got killed in my apartment. Not like the guy who house I just came from that let me stay there and recuperate my health. Now what a worthless ally that was. Suddenly he frowned.
I call it disgraceful. Disgraceful that an able-bodied man like you should dare to bed. You can get a meal from my kitchen, but you'll get no money from me.
Evening, Sir Walter.
That's my house. Wait 5 minutes and then go round to the back door.
And with that, he left me. Creeping up on the tree, man. Why do we need to get so close to the tree? At the back door, a grave butler was awaiting me.
Come this way, son.
If you look closely enough, you could see the date he was born on him. You know, because he was a grave. He led me along a passage and up a back staircase to a pleasant bedroom looking towards the river.
Sir Walter thought as how Mr. Ridge's things would fit you, sir. He keeps some clothes here, for he comes regular on the weekends. There's a bathroom next door and I'll prepare hot bath. Dinner in half an hour, sir.
Man, they're not one to enunciate their letters fully, are they? The grave being... See, even he calms the grave. The grave being withdrew, and I sat down in a chintz-covered easy chair and gaped. This is chintz! Holy cow! It was like a pantomime to come suddenly out of beggardom in this orderly comfort. Obviously, Sir Walter believed in me, though why he did, I could not guess. I resolved not to puzzle my head, but to take the gifts the gods had provided. Oh, the gods, huh? I see how that is. I shaved and bathed luxuriously. Oh, man. Woo! Boy, howdy, I sure luxurious as I bathed myself. And got into the dress clothes and clean, crackling shirt, which fitted me not so badly. Yes! Good clothing, there we go. That's a fine life. By the time I had finished, the looking glass showed a not unpersonable young man. But you're not young. You're old. Well, from rags to riches, I guess you could say. I mean, his luck really looped completely back around in on itself. I don't know. He just seems an oddly not fortunate fellow, but the kind of man where very strange things keep happening. But, you know, it's a work of fiction, so suspension of disbelief and all that, right? Right? Anyways, that's going to be all for this time, folks. I'll see you around later. And as always, fruit and doggy.